Hello everyone. We shall now look into a few methods of creating custom functions. I'll take a blank query. I'll click on this new query, right click and click on this new query and take a blank query. Here we have blank query. Let us go to advanced editor. This is the standard Latin format of mQuery. Let us make a empty function. Okay. Suppose that I am writing some func okay function 1. Okay, this is my function 1, which is an empty function. I'll just give the parenthesis. Okay, this parenthesis, it represents that it is an empty function. This is a goes to symbol where it helps us to provide the logic or expression where we have to provide the parameters. Okay, suppose that I don't want to give any parameter. I'll just write a sample content. I'll write sample content. Okay, and since this is my function variable, I'll provide it in the in class. So here we have this let in basic function 1 created. Let us click on done. You could see that it is prompting me for enter the parameters. I'll invoke. As soon as I invoke, you could see that my sample content is now the output. Here you could see in the formula bar, after I have invoked, you could see this sample content is now provided. Suppose that I'll remove this the invoked function. Okay, I'll go to the query one. I'll open the advanced editor. Suppose that I don't want to invoke, I'll give the function over here with empty parenthesis and without providing any parameter. Okay, once I click on the done, you could see that my output is now directly provided rather than asking me to invoke. Let us see few more examples for the same. Okay, I'll take another blank query. I'll go to advanced editor. Let us make a simple function where I add a number 5. Okay, I wrote a function name add 5. Okay, I'll give the parenthesis. I'll give a variable called x. I mean this parameter called x. I'll put again this goes to symbol. Suppose that I want to add x plus 5. Okay, and in the out, like in expression, what I would write is add 5. Suppose that I want to add 5 for the number 56. Okay, for the number 56 I want to add the number 5. I have written add 5 parenthesis open 56. As you click on done, you could see that my addition is now done. 56 plus 5, it is 61. The reason why it is adding is this is the parameter of the function, and this is the expression where I have provided to calculate. In the output, as I am providing the parameter for the function name, and it is able to pick the parameter and calculate it. Okay, I'll give one more example for the same. I'll create a blank query. Let us go to advanced editor. Suppose that I want average of three numbers. I'll write average one average. Okay, average equal to I will take three variables, which is a comma b comma c. See, these are my three variables. I'll again put the goes to symbol. Now I need average of these three numbers. I'll write a plus b plus c divided by 3. In the output, I'll write average. Here you could see this. This is a simple function where I am providing the three numbers, and it must give me the output. Suppose that I click on done. You could see that it is asking me three optional numbers to provide, and I could invoke the function. Okay, so I'll give the numbers 3, 6 and 9. If I invoke, you could see that my average is 6. Okay, this is how we utilize. If I do not require this invoke function, what I could do is I could provide the values here itself, like 3 comma 6 comma 9. Okay, I'll click on done. Here you could see that it is giving me the direct output now. Okay, this is how custom function works. Okay, let us move on to the function called function.from. Okay, here we have seen the structure. I'll quickly take a blank query and show you how to use the function.from. Okay, I'll rename it as function.From. Here we have function.From. As I open the parenthesis, you could see that there are two parameters. First parameter is function type as type. I'll give an example. The value would be like type function. I'll give two parameters. Suppose A as number, its data type, B as number, and the whole function, as I consider the type, I must give the data type. I'll give as number after the first parenthesis of this function. Okay, this is my function, and for the type I have provided it as number. As I complete this sentence, like first parameter, I'll put a comma. Okay, I must provide the function. Suppose that I want to add up the numbers. Okay, I have a function called list.sum. Okay, what this function.from does is it converts the function into like to add the arguments which are passed in the function. So I have this list.sum in the function as a second parameter. Let us like see how it works. It is again prompting for two numbers to be provided. I'll provide 20 and 30. Let us see if it adds. I have invoked the function. It is adding and giving me the correct result. Suppose that I don't want to invoke, I want the answer directly. I could provide the values in the parenthesis. Suppose I provide here 20 comma 30 in this parenthesis just after the function which is written. Okay, this is the function which I have written, and I'm providing the values just after the function within the parenthesis by like separating it with a comma. As I click on it, you could see that my output value is 50. Okay, this is how function.from works. I'll give another example. Let us take a blank query again. I'll write function.from. Okay, open the parenthesis. Now let us try with other data types. Suppose that I am taking A as text, okay, B as text, and the whole output will be text. Okay, I have to rather than creating using the default function, I'll create a custom function for you. Let us see how shall we create. I'll give name called list in the function. Okay, I'll provide the expression by using this goes to symbol. What I require is to concatenate these two text which I am giving the input. So what we could do is I'll provide the list curly bracket 0, and I'll put an and symbol, ampersand symbol. Again I'll provide list and curly bracket 1 by mentioning that they are my two parameters, and I have to concatenate those. As soon as I click enter, here I have to enter the parameters. Suppose I write power. Okay, and I write query in the other parameter. I'll just invoke. Here you could see my output is now concatenated by using the same query. As I given you the example, you could even pass on the parameters here, like power, comma, query. Okay, I'll click enter. Here you could see that now my output is again available with the same query here. Using the function.from, here we use text and created a custom function. Okay, in this function.from we have created by using the standard function called list.sum. Let us see what another function.invoke does. Okay, I have quick like written a function. You could take a overview. Like I have created a list. I have given the variable name called source. Okay, this is the in the second line I have written average function, and as a function I have parameter called list, and I have considered the type as list. Okay, I want to calculate the average of the list provided. As I calculate the average of list provided, suppose that I want to invoke a function. Okay, I'll write function.invoke. In the first parameter, you could see that I have to provide function as function. I'll write average function which I have given in the second line. I'll put comma. In the second parameter, I have to use this arguments as list. I have only one argument which is my source data, which is list already. I'll use it in curly bracket as the second parameter. As you use it in the second parameter, you could see that I'll write the in expression, and I'll give the our last variable as invoke function to see the output. I have used the list. I have created an average function by taking the parameter list as list, and I have calculated the average by using list.average of list. And then I have invoked a function by using this function.invoke. The first parameter is my function, and the second parameter is my argument, which is a list again, list of list. As I given the output, I'll click on done. You could see that my average is 3. Okay, 3 for the respective numbers which I have provided in the list actually. This is how we create custom functions, and they are very helpful and handy at times. Please do practice, and thank you for watching. We shall meet in the next video.